Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to learn a new method of solving a linear system of equations, and it's called elimination or addition. The idea of the method is to eliminate one of the variables. That's going to allow you to solve for the other variable, and once you know that, you can solve for the one that you eliminated. Okay? Let's take a look at the first example, and this one is actually the easiest one. Now, we are actually using here the following property. So we're using the property that if A is equal to B and C equal to D, then when you add them up, then A plus C will be equal to B plus D. Okay, so that's the property that you're supposed to know, and it's pretty easy to understand why that's the case. But what we're going to do is use this property to solve this system. So let's write it down. So we got 2x plus y equals negative 3, and I have 7x minus y equals negative 33. So as the name suggests, addition or elimination, we're trying to get rid of one of the variables. And here, hopefully, you already see that if we were to add it up, y and negative y is going to cancel, right? Because when we add opposites, like 3 and negative 3, the answer is going to be 0. So this is going to cancel. And then on the left-hand side, you're going to get 2x plus 7x. So what is 2 cars plus 7 cars? Well, that would be 9 cars, right? So this is how we combine like terms. And we get 9x, okay, equals negative 3 plus negative 33. Well, you can use a calculator if you want, but that leads you to negative 36. So imagine, take negative 3 and jump to the left another 33. So you're going to get negative 36. How are we going to solve this for x? Well, remember that the default operation is multiplication. So to undo it, we're going to divide both sides by 9. That is going to cancel it on this side, and then negative 36 divided by 9, that is what? Well, hopefully you'll know your multiplication table. That would be negative 4. Okay, so let me type that here. So when we added the two equations, we got 9x equals negative 36. We solved it for x, we got negative 4. So what do we do next? We're not done, because the solution is a pair of numbers, x and y, so we still have to get y. Well, to do that, what you're going to do is take this new value that you just got, and you're going to substitute it for the x in the first equation or the second equation. It doesn't really matter which one. It's going to be your choice. So when we substitute a number for x, we're going to put it in parentheses, and remember, this is multiplication, plus y equals negative 3. So all I did is I replaced x with negative 4 in parentheses, okay? Now, what are the steps in solving this? So multiplication comes first. 2 times negative 4, that's negative 8, okay? Plus y equals negative 3, right? Okay, so in order to solve this for y, we need to isolate it, meaning have it on the left-hand side with nothing else there. So we need to add a number, right? We can add a number, which can add 8 to both sides. And what's going to happen here? So this is going to be negative 8 and plus 8, that's going to be 0, right? And then this is going to be just y, because there's nothing there. And then this is going to be negative 3 plus 8, right? So what is that? That's going to be 5. So now I got y equals 5. Okay, so that's y equals 5. Now, in order for you to make sure that this is a solution, by the way, this is going to be a single solution, one solution, and the way you enter it is you open parentheses and then you enter x comma y. Okay, that's the way you do it. And when you click on the tip, like if you look at the tip, right, it says enter a point and it says more. It'll help you, like what format you're expecting to put in. Now, I always want to verify my solution. So if I'm on the test and I need to solve for x and y, how do I know this is correct? Well, I got the powerful tool, which is Desmos Scientific Calculator, that's available. And what I'm going to do is substitute the x and the y value back into the equations. So how I will do that is first I'm going to type the left-hand side of each equation, okay? just the left-hand side, and the unknowns are going to be replaced by empty parentheses, like there's nothing there. So I'll do that for both equations, okay? And then I'm going to put my pair, -4 and 5, into the parentheses, respectively, in each one. And so what should happen is the right-hand sides have to match the right-hand sides that were here. And if they're not matching, now I have some students that when they see that they're not matching, they go and say, oh, that means no solution. No, what that likely means is you messed up somewhere. That's what that means most of the time. So if you were able to solve for one of the variables, most likely you will be able to also solve for the other one. It's just that your solution is incorrect. So you should go back and check your steps. Okay, because if it's not matching, it doesn't mean no solution. It just means that you messed up.